Granola/Biker Romance by Marvelfan 2.0. At Cedarwood Community College, the sound of laughter and shuffling feet filled the air as autumn leaves crunched underfoot, creating a vibrant tapestry of sound and color. The college itself was a blend of old brick buildings and modern lecture halls brought to life by the eclectic mix of students populating its halls. Among them, Felicity Hart stood out like a patch of wild flowers in a concrete jungle, with her long brown curls cascading down her back and a warm, kind smile illuminating her freckled face. She often embodied the essence of the granola girl, dressed in earth-tone clothes. She carried the unmistakable scent of lavender and almond, not merely perfume, but the remnants of her homemade lotion, crafted with the care of someone who truly appreciated nature. Felicity had a rich inner life, marked by compassion and creativity. She poured her thoughts into her journal, not just writing, but spilling her heart onto the pages. Ever the soft-spoken soul, Felicity felt like a gentle breeze on chilly autumn days, bringing warmth to those who often felt the world was too cold. However, amidst all the sweetness, she felt a sense of restlessness, nurtured by an unyielding desire for adventure. Across the bustling campus, Ray Maddox was the epitome of rebellion, an electrifying contrast to Felicity's presence. His spiked hair caught the wind like a flame flickering against the night sky. Ray was the kind of guy who held the enigmatic allure of a storm. Even his husky voice thundered with a sense of mischief. With a leather jacket draped over his shoulders, he moved through the crowd with a confidence that drew everyone's eyes, especially the girls. But more than his looks, it was the warmth behind his impish grin that made Ray strangely appealing. He had a captivating way of turning the mundane into an adventure, teasing life into something unbearably exciting. On a bright Wednesday morning, the sun splashed golden rays across the country yard just as Felicity found her usual spot beneath a sprawling oak tree. She settled on her favorite wooden bench, the kind that creaked with years of laughter and secrets. With her journal open on her lap, she took a deep breath, letting the scent of nature wash over her. She began to write, pouring thoughts about the changing seasons into her pages, her pen dancing like a whisper through the autumn breeze. Ray rolled onto the scene on his bike, a thick roar of sound trailing him as he parked nearby. He had a class nearby, but the freedom of the ride and the warmth of the sun made it hard for him to just disappear inside. Spying a group of friends nearby, Ray flashed a grin, tossing a cheeky comment that had them laughing in seconds. As his gaze wandered, he couldn't help but notice the girl with the brown curls sitting alone under the oak tree. She radiated a sense of peace that intrigued him. In an impulsive moment, driven by a glimmer of curiosity, Ray swaggered over.
Hey there, what's so interesting in that journal?
He asked, leaning in on the bench beside her, his rough yet charming demeanour surprising Felicity. Startled, she looked up, her pretty green eyes wide as she took in the biker's rugged appearance. For a moment, they exchanged a silent connection, an awareness of the contrast within them.
Just writing about, the beauty of autumn.
She stammered softly, her voice almost drowned by the rustling of leaves. Ray chuckled, raising an eyebrow.
Autumn, huh? You're really not like anyone else around here, are you?
He gestured toward their peers, who immersed in their phone screens or engaged in raucous banter, as his way of telling her that no one else was writing about the changing leaves.
They're all too busy chasing trends.
Trends aren't everything.
Felicity replied, surprised at how easily her words flowed.
There's beauty in simplicity. Plus, these moments are fleeting.
The sincerity in her voice caught Ray off guard. With an unexpected flicker of interest, Ray pulled out a seat beside her.
Okay, let me see. What's so beautiful about it?
He leaned closer, genuinely eager to engage. Felicity felt her heart pick up a rhythm she hadn't anticipated. She hesitated, then turned the pages to show him her elaboration on the shapes of the leaves.
See how they turn from green to orange and yellow? It's just like a fire consuming the branches.
She shared, telling Ray her perspective on life.
It is just like in life. Change is the only constant. To all of us, living as we all grow, adapt, and change.
To Felicity's surprise, Ray listened, genuinely interested, nodding occasionally with a look of contemplation in his sharp blue eyes.
You know what? I like that. I never really looked at it that way. Maybe I should take a stab at writing.
His statement was laced with humor, and they both laughed. As days turned into weeks, Felicity and Ray spent more time together. Their chemistry danced between them like the flicker of autumn bonfires. After morning classes, they'd often wander the campus or sit under their oak tree, sharing snippets of their worlds, her quiet thoughts against his vibrant tales of thrill rides and late night escapades. They learned from each other, Felicity finding a thrill in his daring outlook, while Ray discovered tranquility in her contemplative nature. Eventually, Ray suggested they take a ride on his motorcycle one Saturday, a chance to step out of their comfort zones.
So what do you say, Felicity? Wanna go wild for once?
Felicity hesitated for a split second. The thought of wind in her hair, embraced by the thrill of freedom, excited her, but the biker life seemed foreign.
All right, but just this once.
She finally agreed, her heart racing with excitement and anticipation. On that crisp morning, Felicity donned a leather jacket Ray lent her. It felt heavy and foreign, yet thrilling, a perfect juxtaposition to her usual attire. They rode into the open road, the world around them blurring into a backdrop against the horizon. Felicity felt liberating joy spiraling through her, savoring the rawness of the adventure as Ray's laughter mingled with the rushing wind.
See? I told you!
Ray shouted over the roar of the engine, his blue eyes sparkling.
Nothing like the road! Just you, me, and the nothingness ahead.
Taking in the expansive view, Felicity realized how thrilling it felt to suspend her fears, to simply be in the moment, trusting in each turn they took.
I know a place where we can talk privately, Ray. Follow the signposts.
As they ventured on to a quiet stretch by the riverbank, Ray pulled over, killing the engine. They sat together, breathing in the serenity of untouched wilderness. Ray turned to Felicity, his husky voice laced with sincerity.
You've changed the way I see things, you know? I never thought I'd find myself talking about autumn beauty.
Their eyes locked, and there was an undeniable spark a magnetic attraction cloaked beneath hesitant smiles.
I could say the same about you.
Felicity admitted, her cheeks rosy as the sun dipped lower on the horizon.
You've shown me there's a wilderness to life, something beautiful just beyond the edges of comfort.
Before they could plunge deeper into the moment, the laughter that had once connected them morphed into an unexpected stillness. Ray leaned closer, tension settling like a soft whisper.
I.
Before he could finish, Felicity instinctively leaned forward, and suddenly the world melted away as their lips brushed softly against each other, sweet, uncertain, yet thrilling. It was a kiss marked by the passions of their contrasts, a union of adventure and serenity. As they pulled away, the reality of what had just happened hung between them like fading laughter.
Wow.
Ray whispered, grinning with boyish charm.
That was something.
Yeah,
Felicity murmured, a soft blush on her cheeks.
it really was.
At that moment, they both knew that something special had ignited. What started as a chance encounter between a granola girl and a cheeky biker unfolded into a bond stitched together through laughter, adventure, and love.